Oh, that sound right there, that right there, this is what you call the nectar of the gods. Oh, the first sip is always the best right here. Caffeine. I just want to point out, an energy drink a day keeps the sleepiness away. What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now, look at this. We got our lovely lady of the evening right here. Rain, Total Body Fuel, Orange Dreamsicle. Oh, right there, man. What started off initially as a first couple sips just to see what it tastes like ultimately ended up to an ongoing caffeine addiction. Comment down below if you can relate. But that's exactly what we're going to be going over today. Caffeine, is it necessary for your workouts? Do you actually need it? Is it placebo? We're going to be going in depth about what caffeine is, how to take it, when to take it, and ultimately, is it necessary? Does it actually have benefits, or are you just wasting money and risking your health by, consuming this this deliciousness right here? So to start off, let's just go over what caffeine is or how you can take it. There's different forms. Everyone's gonna be a little bit different just depending on what their preferences may be, maybe what their budget is, little things like that. Caffeine will be taken in some type of liquid form. So a common one would be coffee. Okay, whether you make it at home or you go out, it's coffee. At the end of the day, as long as you're not getting decaffeinated, you're gonna have some type of caffeine. It's gonna give you a little bit of that pick-me-up. That one, depending on if you make it at home or you go out and buy a cup of coffee a day, that's gonna change the price. Cheapest way to go about it, you make it at home. Every time you go out to your expensive, overrated coffee shops, even though you could easily make it at home, it's gonna run you $5 to $8 per drink. Another common form, energy drinks. So also depending on the brand, where you get it from, how many of them you get. If you get in bulk, it'll be cheaper, but has more variety, more flavors, different brands, different amounts of caffeine, and the cost is obviously gonna vary. Me personally, this one right here, that's the one. Tea, very minimal amount of caffeine, along with even soda, like a Coke, a Pepsi, a Sprite. It does have caffeine. It's not that much, but something is better than nothing at the end of the day. Also, other forms that you can do are gonna be through actual supplementation. So you can go ahead and get a pre-workout powder. Essentially, you still mix it in a liquid. So regardless, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to drink it through some type of liquid form. It doesn't matter which kind of way you're gonna intake it. Ultimately, it just needs to end up in your body. Now, what exactly is happening? Why exactly do we feel the need to take caffeine? Essentially, you're doing it for the pick-me-up. Maybe you're feeling a little sluggish, so you need a little pick-me-up. Or maybe, you have a hard workout and you want that little bit extra just, to really get you going. Let's just say you have a heavy leg day or you got a good back workout coming up. You're leading up to a competition. It's right before game day, whatever it may be. And you just need that last bit of energy to really get you going. Or you're just going over the top because you're about to lay it all out there. At the end of the day, we're doing caffeine to give us energy. All right, we don't want to feel sluggish. We don't want to feel sleepy. We're doing it to get us up and up, which is absolutely nothing wrong. But here's the thing. Is it necessary for everyone? Does it truly have the benefits the way that you think it may have? And will it actually be giving you more results in the gym? Those are the essential questions. So let's get into it. To kick things off, when exactly should you be taking caffeine? Doesn't matter whether it be a pre-workout powder, be an energy drink, coffee, whatever means of caffeine that you're about to put in your system. When do you take it? Well, ideally, it should be before your workout or before any bout of physical activity. So before your game, before your workout, before anything where you're about to put in a lot of physical effort, that's when you should be taking caffeine. Too many times I see people in the gym and as they're working out, they're drinking the energy drink. Or if you see their shaker bottle, I ask them, hey, what's in there? I see it's a different color. It's like, oh yeah, just a little pre-workout. So why exactly are you taking the substance that's supposed to be giving you energy during the time that you're doing that activity that you're needing the energy for in the first place? No, you see, you're going about it incorrectly. If you are gonna be taking stimulants such as caffeine, you wanna take it before you start working out. So that way it gets in your system and it kicks in prior to the start of the workout. Because let's put it this way, if you're doing 1 hour workout and you're taking an energy drink throughout the workout, By the time you're done, after 60 minutes, you're already down an entire energy drink. Okay, now you have the full amount of caffeine in your system. What for? At this point, you're already done with your workout. What do you need all this extra energy for? Yeah, it could carry out throughout the rest of the day if you've got other things to do. But ideally, it would have been nice to have that extra, charged up pump beforehand, before you even started your first set of your first exercise. So regardless, at the end of the day, take your pre-workout at home or drink it as you're on your way to the gym. Regardless, I feel it should be better if you take it and consume it before the start of your workout. Now, in which ways will it actually affect your workout? Does it actually give you some extra gains or not? Is it all placebo? Is it not? This one's going to be varying from person to person. And here's the thing. Everyone's tolerance for caffeine is going to be different based on their genetic makeup. That's something that many people don't know. And that's something that I honestly did not know until recently. But caffeine and your body's ability to tolerate it is actually a genetic factor. Let me put it to you this way. My dad, I remember one time, he saw me drinking a Red Bull, which is a very small energy drink, only has 80 milligrams of caffeine. Keep in mind, a cup of coffee has 100. So Red Bull has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. He told me that, hey, easy with those, like those are no joke. And I'm like, it's only 80 milligrams, but he can still drink it, no big deal. He'll drink his coffee, no big deal. It gives, a little bit of something. My mom's tolerance for caffeine is very, very minimal. She always tells me anytime she drinks coffee, just even if it's not a lot, she feels like jittery, like shaky. Like she could tell she has a very low tolerance. So my mom has a very, very low tolerance, very sensitive to caffeine. My dad is, I would say, more, normal. Me, on the other hand, I have a very high tolerance for caffeine. That's why growing up, I never drank any coffee. First off, I don't even like the flavor of coffee as it is. If I'm gonna drink, it's gonna be black. But I remember I would drink like a cup of it or whatever. Or my girlfriend, when we first started dating, we'll go to a coffee shop and then I tell her, like, nah, I'm good. I don't do coffee because, it doesn't even do anything for me. I drink a cup, I still feel tired. It wasn't until I tried these right here, Reigns, which has an excessive amount of caffeine, 300 milligrams, compared to most energy drinks that have 200, or most cups of coffee that have 100, where I'm like, whoa, I actually feel, a little something. And that's when I realized, oh, maybe that's why I never felt coffee or anything else kick in, because I just wasn't taking enough of it. It didn't have enough caffeine for someone of my size or my genetic makeup, my caffeine tolerance, to actually feel something. So you see, everyone's gonna be different. Me, I need a little bit higher amounts to actually feel something. Other people, the most minimal amount will already be more than enough to get them going. So you see, it just varies from person to person. So if you know you're someone who's very sensitive to caffeine, hey, start off with that pre-workout. Don't be taking the whole scoop. Just go half a scoop at a time and build up your tolerance, or just test that out to see how much is too much. Because the last thing you want to do is start thinking and start worrying, oh my God, I'm about to have a heart attack. No, buddy. You just took a little too much pre-workout. Let's tone it down a bit. So that's something to take into consideration. Don't think that caffeine won't do anything for you. Maybe it's just in your genetic makeup to not even feel its effects. That's why I'm pretty sure many of you know of at least one person. They could drink an entire pot of coffee right before they go to bed, and it will not affect their sleep habits whatsoever. They just have that genetic factor that their body just does not respond to caffeine, and that's perfectly fine. Some people, on the other hand, just the smallest little amounts, oh my God, they're about to have a heart attack. So take that into consideration. Now, for those of you who do respond to caffeine, depending on whatever amounts, you're in the gym now. What benefits does caffeine actually have with your performance in the gym, or your performance with working out, gains, fitness, however you want to put it? It can help you push harder in the gym. I'm not going to say that caffeine can help you build muscle, because that's not essentially what it's for, okay? There's 3 main supplements out there that have an endless amount of research that show and back up why they are important and why they are beneficial to improve physical performance. Protein powder, creatine, caffeine. Protein powder is the one that will help you build muscle, obviously, because it's protein going into the muscle, the amino acids, the protein, that's the building blocks for what your muscle needs to kickstart that recovery process after you work out to build it bigger and stronger. Creatine, what's special about that one is it will help your body produce more ATP. ATP is that fuel, adenosine triphosphate. That's the fuel that your muscle needs for muscle contraction. So the more of that you have, the more your muscle can contract. Creatine is what allows you to push harder, get those last few 1 or 2 reps, or get an additional 1 or 2 reps at the end of your set. And over time, over a long period of time of staying consistent, those 1 or 2 reps added on at the end of every set Over time, those are going to be the ones that help you build muscle because you can push harder. Caffeine is what gives you the energy to push hard in the first place. Because think about it, you really think you're going to be going into the gym and you think you're going to have just as good as a workout if you're going in super tired, very sleepy. You think you can push as hard compared to if you're feeling well rested and ready to go? No, there's going to be a big difference, and that's why it's so beneficial. It does have benefits, and there is research, there is proof. But over time, the caffeine is not going to help you build the muscle. You have to do that on your own. The caffeine is what's going to give you the energy, actually the surplus of energy essentially, to help you push a little harder to gym. Maybe spend a little bit more longer time in the gym. And the longer amounts of time in the gym, those extra reps that you could have done, those extra sets, those extra exercises, because now you actually have more energy, you're a little bit more lively, you're a little bit more alert. That pushing harder is what's over time going to help you build more muscle. And that's why caffeine can be so beneficial for all of you. Now, notice how I said can be beneficial. I'm not saying it is going to be beneficial. Why? Because there's many of you out there where it started off initially as you started taking pre-workout, you started taking energy drinks, or you started drinking coffee as a way to help push you a little bit harder for your workouts. But sooner or later, the thing about caffeine is that it's very addicting. Okay, it's a very addicting substance. That's why it's so easy for you to build up your tolerance and take more and more of it because your body just got used to taking 100 milligrams. It no longer has effects. Okay, let's bump it up to 200 milligrams. All right, your body got used to that amount and it just keeps going up and up and up. It's a very addicting substance and your body gets used to the amounts that you're putting in it. So you got to keep amping it up. And for many of you, you're no longer at this point where your addiction using caffeine as a way to boost your workouts. Now you're just using caffeine as a way to put a band-aid over all the underlying bigger issues that you're dealing with. And those bigger issues are your lack of proper recovery and your lack of inadequate sleep. Those two alone will already be enough to hinder your overall performance. And you think that taking a little extra caffeine is really going to do something? Nah. You got to keep in mind, caffeine, will lay it out as a supplement. What is a supplement? A supplement is in the name. It's meant to supplement, or as I should say, because some of you don't understand what that word means, to assist your performance. Okay, you shouldn't solely rely on supplementation or stimulants to get you going. You should be relying on other natural ways to optimize your overall physical performance. Eating whole foods, protein, carbs, fats, fruits and vegetables, drinking your water, okay? All of that can be taken into account. Proper recovery, getting adequate sunlight, sleeping, not staying up so late at night. All those things will take precedence over supplementation. And the thing is, with caffeine, it's just so easy to drink another one of these. It's so easy to pour another cup of coffee. It's so easy to add an extra scoop of pre-workout. But what exactly are you doing it for? Are you really doing it to help you push hard in the gym? Or are you just using it to just function and do normal human activities throughout the day? If you're waking up in the morning and you're already that tired that you got to immediately reach for the caffeine, there's a bigger issue here. At that point, the caffeine is not going to help you push harder at the gym, which will in turn not help you produce more results in the gym. No, at that point, all you're doing is just hindering your health more, because the more that you rely on this, the more it's going to affect your overall recovery outside of the gym. And sooner or later, something's got to give. There's only so far you can go before your body just needs more rest. Something's got to give out. Prioritize your sleep. Prioritize your recovery. Prioritize eating the right types of food to help you recover for the next workout. It's not just about all of these each and every day, multiple times a day, depending on who you are. But like I said, it does have its benefits. There is a time and place for it. Depending on your genetic makeup, it may help you push a little hard in the gym. But for some of you, unfortunately, it won't do anything for you just because, your body is not going to be able to absorb it. Your body has no reaction to it. And that's a genetic factor. You can't do anything about your genetics. But for those of you who can, and you are going to be benefiting from this, just know that it will give you the energy. That energy can then be used to push a little harder in the gym. If you push a little harder in the gym, you'll get those extra 1 or 2 reps that you otherwise couldn't have done. And over time of consistently doing that, those extra 1 or 2 reps long term will in turn help you gain more muscle mass. There you have it, everyone. Hopefully this video was helpful. I just wanted to give a quick breakdown of caffeine. What exactly is it? Why do people take it? Should people be taking it in the first place? And most importantly, will it actually give you better results in the gym? Ultimately, it just depends on person to person due to what is the reason why you're taking the caffeine in the first place and ultimately your genetic makeup and your body's ability to actually intake and absorb the caffeine to see its benefits. It varies from person to person. Everyone's different. But at the end of the day, you want to see results in the gym, eat the right foods, eat your fruits and vegetables, protein, carbs, fats, drink plenty of water, be consistent with the gym, get plenty of sleep, do all that consistently over a long period of time, and you'll see results. It's as simple as that. Comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do. Comment down below if you want to see another breakdown of a different type of supplement, stimulant, things like that. I could do like on creatine, whey protein. If you want to see more of caffeine, go ahead. BCAAs, ECAAs, whatever it may be, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to this channel, but my girlfriend's channel, and our couple's channel, so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. New videos on this channel specifically every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couple's accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.